If you're just going to start with Dart, you can start with the standard print hello world. I'm going to do Control F5 on VS Code, and it's going to run. The output is right here. I've already set up the pubspec.yaml file. It's only these two entries, which is the name of the application we're running and the minimal SDK. So it's very bare bones right now. I'm going to add in the HTTP package. So it's dart pub add HTTP. And it added this dependency automatically. So it's a nice thing about, one of the many nice things about Dart here. So we can now import the package. And we're going to import it as HTTP. So now we can start using this HTTP package. So we're going to use URI.parse. For a URL, which we'll get from JSON placeholder. There are many of these free sites to test HTTP requests. So let's just grab this one here. I'm going to save it to my clipboard and we'll parse it. So now I have the URL. Instead of hello world, let's print out the body response. So I'll assign this thing to a response. And I won't be able to print it out because it's I have to wait for it. So we use async await. And now we've got it. Let's print out the body response. Response body. So Control F5. I have the output here. So I'm going to use an embedded device. This is actually an Android embedded device. So the camera here, which is a Ricoh Theta SC2B, it is running a version of Android inside the camera. And the Android inside the camera is running it's running a small web server. So I'm going to connect to the camera here. So now I've established a connection to the camera, and the camera is going to be an endpoint of 192.168.1.1. Okay, so instead of this URL, let's try the camera. It's an Android device that I am connecting to, and we'll use this endpoint here. So I'll do Control F5. And I have this, but it's not formatted, which might be the case with different types of embedded devices. So I am getting the response back, but it's not in a format that is easily human readable. So let's reformat this response prior to it coming out here. This is actually just a string, but the Control F5. But the character for the line returns is not coming in here. So let's fix this. So we'll first set up a function here. And initially it will just be exactly the same. But we'll then, let's see, If you print out the map, it's still not going to be formatted. So basically it looks the same. Now it's nicely formatted. You can run different types of commands at this point.